Welcome to another episode of Connect the Dots. Welcome to the show. Please, can you just start by introducing yourself?
Hi, yeah, thank you for having me. My name's Jaryn Dominique, and I'm the CEO and lead strategist of Deviant Digital Services.
Beautiful. And where do what led you to getting into this space, first of all? Tell me where it all started from.
Oh, sure, that takes us back almost 15 years. So I actually went to school originally to be a writer. But then I'm a millennial, so that means I went and entered the job market in college years, and everyone was like, writing's dying, journalism's dying, get out before it's too late. And so, I had to pivot really quickly, and I was like, okay, well, everyone says marketing is a good place for writers to go. And then, you end up getting your first digital marketing job and learning the ins and outs of SEO and studying search engines and helping businesses. And yeah, here we are 15 years later, running my own agency and helping people. So it was the right path for me.
Yeah, amazing. And what challenges do you solve for those who don't already know?
Yeah, so we help business owners or brands be found online with digital marketing. So that's with strategies that suit them best. We're definitely not one of those brands that makes you do one strategy over and over again. So that can be
Yeah.
anything from SEO and AEO, digital ads, email, social media strategies, PR strategies. Honestly, you name it, we'll try to help you get found online.
Nice. And was there a defining moment where you thought, right, that's it, I'm doing this on my own, I'm doing this by myself, and starting your own business?
Yeah, that historic moment for me was 2020 COVID when the
Right.
world ended. Basically, at that time, I was the director of for a nationwide marketing agency. I was the director of digital marketing, and yeah,
Nice.
everyone canceled all of their traditional marketing, so billboards, radio, commercials, and they moved it all to digital. And so I was like, okay, well, if I'm handling all of this, why am I not doing it myself? So I went that year and I started my agency. I grabbed some of my peers that I'd been working with for years, and I was like, hey, you want to come work for me? And yeah, the rest is history. We've all been very successful together.
Yeah. Without naming names, could you share a success story or, one of your favorite clients' success stories? You don't have to mention, specifics.
Oh gosh, so many. They go on and on, right? So I know we've had a lot of success with getting some e-commerce brands out the gate. So like we have some e-commerce brands here that have been around for 20 years, but they were not showing up at all. And so we built them a new website. We got them on social media. We got them some SEO and AEO and digital ads, of course. And now they're being found all over. Similar story for one of my other biggest clients. They have over 400 locations. We help a lot of people with
Wow.
multi-locations, and they've actually started to go global and have had awesome acquisitions. And they recently launched a brand new, huge website with us that we were building with them for a long time. And yeah, seeing their growth has been amazing.
Yeah, I love that. And I would love to get your insight on what do you think separates businesses that generate leads consistent from those that struggle to generate leads?
I feel like too many people think that marketing and leads is an easy thing. Like it's just a
Yeah.
flip of a button, or, oh, I made that one post, or I threw it over and we did this one time. When the
Yeah.
key with marketing is that it's ongoing, it should be growing with your business and consistency. On average, it takes 6 to 8 touch points before someone will decide they want to work with you. So that's why it's important that you're coming up over and over again. You keep putting that message in front of them. So people that are successful are people that stick with it and understand that it's an important part of their business forever. As long as they have their business, they should be marketing it.
Yeah.
And rather than people that are like, oh, I'm just going to jump from this one thing to the next and just do it one thing at a time.
Yeah. And I guess we touched on AI earlier. How has AI changed the space or has it changed the marketing space in the last couple of years?
It's completely changed everything, but that's okay. That's what this industry is. Everything changes, and every few years, everything gets thrown up in the air again. AI or AEO, it's just the evolution of SEO, honestly.
Mhm.
So now everything has changed about it. It's no longer you're trying to come up for search terms or even search phrases. You are trying to come up for basically question answer engines. That's why it's called answer engine optimization. So it's really just about, and it's not even about search ads anymore. It's about smart AI driven ad campaigns that actually go after people's interests. Because again, people aren't even typing in keywords. They're talking to their
Yeah.
devices and they're asking full questions and paragraphs now. So it's changed everything, but it just means you need to be smarter and diversify.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great synopsis. And I guess you touched on earlier about building building an amazing team and some of your old colleagues. What is your philosophy on building a great team?
Um, I mean, we all have to obviously vibe together. We all has to,
Yeah,
be
it's
able to
important.
collaborate and be able to
Yeah.
communicate. Um, I like it that people don't step on each other's toes. Like I have a person that's, a content creator. I've got a person that's a developer. I've got people that they specifically
Yeah.
focus on SEO. I'm very much the ad leads for people. But yeah, it really just comes down to collaboration and trust and communication, I would say.
Yeah. And let's say I'm a new business starting out and I've got 10,000 to invest. What It's such a hard question, but where would you start by spending, let's say that first 10K when it comes to, digital ads or websites?
Yeah, I love that you asked that because the truth is we have a long onboarding process because we're not just going to be like 10,000, this is it. No, we're
Yeah.
going to look and see what you've done in the past, where you're successful, where you already have an audience, where your areas of opportunity are. And then we're actually going to put together a custom marketing plan for you that could change every 30 days depending on your needs. So
Yeah.
we're actually, that's great that they have 10,000. That's great that they have a budget and that they know they want to invest it. That's great. But now it's about making sure that we're investing it smartly. So maybe they need help with SEO, or maybe they need to diversify their ads. Maybe they need a whole new website and we just need to make sure their foundation is okay. But it's not,
Yeah.
oh, one size fits all. We need to look at you and see what you actually need and what we can leverage.
Yeah. And obviously you're an expert in this field. And can you just share with our audience, there's so many things out there like Google Ads, Meta Ads, SEO, PPC. And why would one business maybe suit Google Ads? Why would one business maybe suit SEO? Can you just give us a little bit of an insight on that, please?
Definitely. It depends on the person. So here, I'm going to give you a quick analogy, of course. So SEO and AEO, I always like to say is kind of like putting money in savings. So it's not going to be really, really flashy. You're not going to see the results right away from it, but after time, you're going to start yielding those results, right? So if
Mm.
someone that wants to invest in their foundation, SEO and AEO strategies can be great. PPC or ads is a lot like having a credit card. Sure, it has to
Mm.
go through a learning phase, but then you are going to start seeing results really, really quickly, right? But if you rely on ads too long without investing in SEO or AEO and those foundational services, obviously your ROI is going to start going down because you're investing too much in ads. So ads are very, very important, and SEO and AEO are very important. But see what I mean? They're different strategies. So it really comes down to where
Yeah.
you need. Have you been investing in ads this whole time, but resting on your laurels with SEO? Well, then we probably need to
Uh,
invest there. Have you been investing in SEO, but you're not feeling the yields from it yet because that's a long term strategy? Well, then we probably need to do some ads. And we could do
mm.
Google ads depending on your goals, search engine ads, or you could use maybe cheaper social media ads. It also depends on your
Yeah.
industry and what you don't want to drive. So that was a longer answer.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack.
No, that's a great answer. And you know, I, obviously ads are super important. I buy all the time from ads, whether it's on your Facebook, Instagram. I would love to understand because I haven't got this one fully in my head yet, if I'm honest. So
Mhm.
so obviously, I guess if you're running ads from a business to a consumer, Instagram would be great, Facebook. But how does that change from, let's say, you're a business targeting a business, so like business to business? Are ads as effective? Can you just talk me through that a little bit, please?
Yeah, again, depends on the industry and the goals and where their audience is. So I
Right.
have had B2B clients that run ads on like social media, like Meta or TikTok, but that's only if they have really good data to help make sure their audiences are strong. Honestly, the better social platforms for B2B are LinkedIn. though that can be a little bit pricier. I've
Yeah.
actually had some success with Reddit. A lot of people with the rise of AI are trusting Reddit again because they feel like they're talking to real brands and real people. YouTube is also an amazing platform that too many people overlook, and it technically is a social and search engine platform to run ads on. But you can use video content and do specific audiences to make sure you're getting in front of business owners, people that are in certain industries, and start following them with your YouTube ads. So yeah, ads are great for B2B. It just depends on the channel and the content and
Right.
what kind of data you're putting into the audience.
Yeah, that makes sense. And to your business, what are you most excited about over the next like 12 months?
Yeah, we're in year 6 right now, so quickly entering year 7 of my
Nice.
business. I am going to be launching a free webinar. I actually have been building out my YouTube channel with lots of free information because we don't want to gatekeep here at our agency. We want to educate and teach people. So
Give
building out
value.
the YouTube with more there, a free webinar that I'm hoping to launch in Q4 to give more assets and details. And then, yeah, hopefully one day I can launch a podcast as well, because honestly, there's just too much people spamming and scamming and hiding information. And I just want to help people.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, and I see a lot of great people do that. You look at somebody like Alex Hormozy, for example, and Leila Hormozy. They just believe in giving, 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 value, value, value. And I think actually once you do put that information out there and you give value, then that then you know comes back like a boomerang almost. Um, I would love to get your synopsis and a bit of an insight. So we have a lot of C-suite, a lot of founders, but we have a lot of younger professionals who are listening. So do you have any advice for our younger professionals who are maybe thinking about getting into, it could be digital marketing, it could be even starting their own business. Do you have any advice for, a younger audience or something that you would have told yourself when you were first starting out?
Yeah, I mean, the things that I always say, honestly, trust yourself. If you are
Mm,
a hard worker, if you're not afraid of the work, then that means you can do it.
yeah.
Don't be scared if you see other people in the market offering it too. You're the only one that can offer it from your unique perspective with your unique strategy.
Hmm.
And yeah, don't let fear stop you, no matter what it is. Just work hard and keep trying, right?
Yeah, I love that. I think a lot of people are scared of failing and sometimes maybe stay a little bit too comfortable. I mean that's just my opinion. I can relate to that a lot before I start my business, and I've got friends as well who they're not enjoying their jobs. I think just get out and go do your own thing, and what's the worst? The worst that can happen.
No, I agree. Too
um,
many people let fear stop them.
100%, 100%. And if somebody could take away, something from this call, from you, Jaryn, from your business, what would that be?
Yeah. So we help small startups and people just getting, like you were saying, their feet under them to Fortune 500 brands. Like I said, one of our biggest clients has over 400 locations. So there's no brand too big or small for us. It really comes down to, do you understand that you need ongoing marketing? Do you understand that you need a partner? And then yeah, don't fall for any scams or spams. Don't fall for someone that says, "Oh, I'll get you to the top of Google in 30 days." That's a lie.
Yeah.
It always takes work. It always takes time. And don't forget to question people. Like honestly, like I'd love it if you guys reached out and you wanted to have a partnership with us. But honestly, I just also want you to just start taking your marketing seriously and realize it's an
Yeah,
important part of your business, and you do need to have a partner that can work with you through it.
100%. And finally, can you just share where our audience and listeners can find you, your website, if LinkedIn?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find me, Jaryn Dominique, on LinkedIn. I'd love to connect with you. You can find my agency, Deviant Digital Services, at beadeviant.com. Deviant Digital Services is also on YouTube. But yeah, follow me, connect with me, and find us on our website. We do offer complimentary digital audits right there on our site. So you can actually enter in your business info and you'll get a free audit that goes into where you're succeeding and where your areas of opportunity are. And we'll offer a complimentary consultation and marketing plan if you're interested.
Thank you so much.